And as you're looking at that, I'd like you now to step through. Tell me, what do you see?
I see just hills and lots of mountains and hills, tree lined. So trees. It's a lake. Beautiful.
It's a lake.
Beautiful. It's full. Water is blue. Blue is blue. Just beautiful. There's fish jumping. Fish jumping. The trees are beautiful. It's like, it's just idyllic. I want to go for a swim.
Yes.
I want to swim in the lake.
So, are you going to swim?
No, it's not. It's not what I'm here for. It's not what I'm here for.
So why are you at this idyllic place? Tell me more. What are you doing at this place?
There's people to meet.
Hmm.
There's people to come across, are people I need to meet. There's things I need to say, to tell.
Are those people anywhere around you as you are at this lake, or are you by yourself?
There's a walkway onto the lake, so I'm walking down. I can see people at the end.
Yes.
So I'm going down to the wharf. It's just in front of me. I step onto the wharf, and there's two people at the end of the wharf I need to speak with.
Tell me what let's get you to the end of that wharf as you meet these people. Tell me what transpires.
They're smiling, they're greeting me like they know me. I've been here before. It feels very familiar. A meeting place to meet and talk. There's much to discuss. Much to discuss.
What is it that you wish to discuss with them today?
It's about the planet.
About the planet.
The planet that we call Earth.
It's about Earth.
It's in much trouble. Unease, a lot of unease. And these people can help me. They can help me to understand and help others to understand that this planet is in crisis.
Why? Why is this planet in crisis?
For millions of years, this planet has gone through change, much change. But the change that's happening now is change that humans have created on this planet. There's too many people making too many decisions about too much. And I am very concerned. I have always, in the realm that I rule, I have always had a ruling that nobody should interfere with this planet. And it's been adhered to and approved. But there's much that needs to be fixed, and there's much that's wrong with the planet. And I fear for the change that's coming. It needs correction.
So these two that are meeting you today, are
Mm.
they part of your realm? Do they come from the same planet and place as you come
They
from?
come from a different realm, each of them from a different realm.
Mm.
In my realm, in my planet, I want to say my Earth, but it's not. It's my planet. We do not interfere with other systems or planetary systems. But these people that I meet today are from a different system. And I want to see if they understand what's happening with the planet Earth. And if what their thoughts are, if they can help me.
Are they allowed to interfere and help?
They can. I'm not sure if they will, but they can.
Mm. So are they rulers from their own realm, or are they ambassadors, or what positions do they take?
They're rulers from their own realm.
Mm.
They're powerful, but fair and just. I've spoken with them other times when there have been issues, and they've been incredibly helpful.
So what are they saying this time? How do we move forward with Earth? What are their suggestions to you?
What they're saying is that Earth is going down its own system. It has its own system and its own journey or planet. The way the planet is going, it travels down a pathway that we cannot interfere with. I understand that. But my concern is there any way that we can do that there is corrections that can be made? I fear aggravation from certain countries towards others on this planet and within the planet.
Mm.
Their suggestion and what they're saying to me is that if they interfere, it is not what's required. It's more that it needs to be managed internally. I'm not sure that that is the right way.
To be managed internally?
Yes.
So they're saying hands off and Earth can manage itself?
Yes, my concern is that the only way Earth can see that, or the people that are involved, can cause a war as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
And that has other connotations as well. Because do we allow nuclear war to happen? Is it going to be warring between smaller nations, or are bigger nations going to step up and take over and make it a world war? I believe that the latter is possible, and it concerns me.
Mm-hmm.
The nuclear component is what concerns me the most. And so I'm looking for their guidance, or looking for your guidance as to what can be done, to walk away and not do anything is of grave concern.
Well, Mary, what I'm going to do, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And I want you to go to the place where you were just before you came into this incarnation as Mary. And I want you to listen to what the beings around you are discussing for your mission on earth as a Mary, what it is you came here to do. So by the time I count to 3, you will be at the place where you are hearing what your mission is going to be this time round. 1, drifting and floating through time and space. 2, getting closer and closer. And 3, be there now. Tell me what's happening.
That's a large room, a very large room. And there's many people around, a lot of talking, chattering. I'm at the head of the room, and I have people on either side of me, sitting on either side of me, that are advisors to me. There's a huge discussion in the room about my role and what's required for me to do. Do you know, to come down to Earth, to come to that planet, and to live through the process of being Mary, Jonas that I was, is time takes time, and a long period of time. The discussion that they're having is that I need to be knowledgeable in certain aspects of Earth and the thought pattern, the way they think, the way they feel. They also want me to acknowledge not only them, but for them to acknowledge me for how I think and feel. So that there is an understanding that there is life outside of the planet Earth, that there is systems, there is hierarchy, as well as there is wisdom and knowledge, and not war for solutions. There's discourse, there's friendship and knowledge that can be shared, that doesn't require war. My role, as I go through this lifetime, is to help educate people towards that, to an understanding. And that the discussion is not controversial, more strategical. Strategies on strategical is not the right word. Strategies on how to progress Earth through the changes and the population and the discovery of new things and new dimensions. You know, you can take what you have and you can escalate it. It doesn't always make it right. Escalation can be a good thing, but it also can lead to issues and problems. And Earth has got to a point where it's got so complex and so many aspects, such as climate, what's happening within the inside of Earth, the climate change is becoming a real problem. The pollution with the massive population. There's just so many issues that need addressing. My fear is that I'm one person. It's not easy to be able to do that, one person. I know there are other soldiers that will be down there. But the role for me, as I understand it, is to lead. And I'm struggling with that.
Why did they choose you for this role?
I think that's my problem, as I don't really know why.
Well, you with them now in that meeting, in that beautiful,
I
beautiful
am.
room. Ask them what the qualities are that you have, that they chose you for this incarnation to help Earth at this time, and you'll be able to telepathically hear what they say.
One of the questions I asked them was, why leave it to me, to someone like me at my age and stage in my life? And they're telling me that with age comes wisdom. With wisdom comes strength. And with wisdom and strength, there's power in what you have to say. People will listen. They listen to what you say. I understand that. But there must be more of me.
Yes, what about the qualities? Ask them about your qualities. Let them show you your qualities.
I speak well. I speak and people listen. I speak with truth, strength, but human. And those three qualities sit well with the people that listen.
Were they instrumental in helping you write this book that you're writing at the moment?
Yes, they're saying that.
Tell me more about this.
They're nodding. Yes, the book is powerful, very powerful.
What's it going to do?
It gives me the voice. It gives me the voice. It gives me the respect of the people. It gives me the voice for people to listen.
And what is this book about?
It's about my journey spiritually here on Earth. It is and it isn't. It's about who I am globally, not just here on Earth, but who I am and what I truly believe. And so putting it on paper in an earthly manner, but allowing people to see what's really possible if you allow your mind to open up and embrace everything, all aspects of thinking. So not just thinking in one manner, it's thinking across the spectrum of what's possible. And the book is written in an earthly manner because that's where it will be explored and people will read. But it has my thoughts and my dreams and my heart in it, which is where I am right now, and the planet and the place that I come from is my heart and my true thoughts. It's interesting when I'm writing the book, is that I'm typing it. It's not my earthly Mary that's writing. It's me. So it's an opening my heart and opening up who I really am.
And who are you? Please let us know that you said it's not Mary writing, it's me. Who is me? I'm intrigued.
I come from this planet that is, I have been a ruler of this planet for many, many years. My father before me. I'm used to, I'm comfortable in a role of leadership. People look to me for that leadership, for the questions they ask and for the answers that I give. My journey down to earth was something that was a part of this, part of the rulership, of the leadership, I should say, being a ruler, a leader.
So to help others then, it seems like most of your life you've been in mentoring roles.
I have always, right from when I was a young child, when I was very young, I still looked after other people, other young people. So it's been right through my lifetime, always in control of people, and the control, when I say the control, I mean the guidance to enhance other lives and to help other people along their journey. I've always done that. I was brought up to do it. I don't know any other way.
And you are still in communication with these beings on your planet, are you not?
I am. I do. I night travel frequently. The person here on Earth, I don't always remember or know, but I do travel at night. I travel back.
And Mary, what do those beings look like on your planet?
When you say look like, not like humans here, quite different. We have a language that we speak, like I speak to you now. It's not an English language, but it is a language. It's a communication language. And we have a lot of the traits that humans have. So we love, we feel strongly about people and our relationships. We have a lot of the attributes that Earth has. We don't have, what we don't have is the selfishness, the need to be better, the need to be in control, the need to be warlike. It's foreign to me on Earth, war, and the need to have things, take things, be powerful. It's not a trait that I am familiar with. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not. It is a trait that is not conducive to healthy relationships globally.
Do you have relationships with other planets as such? You know, like meetings and
We do,
that
we
sort of
do,
thing?
and it's communication. We do. We all have different aspects and different communication as well, but we still have a strong relationship that we talk and we gather information from each other, and we help each other if needed and advise. So as much as I rule the kingdom or the planet that I'm on, I talk openly and freely with other planets. We do not have this need to fight or war or have supremacy over each other. We respect and enjoy the relationships that we have, and we share knowledge and we share wisdom, and we have an interplanetary exchange, and it is all my lifetime, my time as a queen, and the time in my life from childhood has always been friendly and a sharing of wealth and happiness, and there is no war, there's no killing, there's no war like on Earth. Earth is the only warring nation or globe that, or sphere that I am aware of.
So, how do you travel to these other planets? How do they get in touch with you? How do you communicate?
Through the mind, but it is mind transfer. My father told me that we have a sphere. It's like imagine a big crystal ball, but it's a large sphere, and through it we mentally call people, and they call us back. We meet, our minds meet in the middle, so it's not like I go there physically, but mentally, and our minds meet in the middle. So we communicate, we talk through that sphere, that spectrum. It is it's interplanetary, so we can talk. You use phones. We use this system. It's a very old system, but it works. Mentally, we cross boundaries when we go into the system, and we talk mentally.
And thank you for that. What about your health? What about, do you have physical bodies as such? How do you maintain the form that you take?
They change, the forms change,
Ah,
bodies change. Yeah.
tell me more.
You know, when I was little, I was small and petite, and I was more like a frog. No, frog.
Yes.
Frog jumps. We call them frogs. I could jump, and busy, and places to go, things to do. But as we progress in life, our bodies change, and we don't look like humans. We look quite different, but we think handsome. We think.
What kind of skin do you have?
It isn't like on Earth. It's like a frog has skin, but it's got we would call it oil, like an oil. You would call it like an oil. And so it's quite a wet skin because we're in and out of water. We're in and out of grass and whatever.
And how do you know that?
We're not humanoids, but we're not animals. We're a combination. It's a combination.
Is this an ancient planet?
Old, very, very old.
And
Thousands of years old. Thousands.
how far away from Earth?
A long way. Long way. And for Earth to travel there, you know, they have spaceships now. They travel, and they take sometimes 50 years to get somewhere. Very slow. Very slow. We are quick. Very quick.
And you're very quick.
Very quick. Earth very slow.
So do any of your beings ever come, any of your people ever come to Earth to see how you're doing?
No, I communicate. So my mind goes through here. I communicate. I travel at night, but it's a mind consciousness, not a body consciousness, not a body travel. It's a mind travel. It's quick. It's quick. It's quick
So
as
it's
light.
energetic transfer.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
As
And,
such, it's
and
quick.
how will you know when your mission is complete?
When there's no war. I have asked for that. I'm not sure of the answer. I know there's work for me to do. And when the work is finished, I've been told I can come back when the work is finished. I don't know when the work will be finished.
Yes. So it sounds to me like you came almost as a stabilizer because you come from such a peaceful planet
Long.
and you have the ear of other planets that are just as peaceful. So does that perhaps mean that there are others like you from other planets also helping?
Yes, but I don't. Yes, there is. I don't meet them though. I don't meet with them. When I go back to my planet, I go back mentally. It's a mind. My instruction comes. I'm told what they require of me, but not, I haven't got the end result as yet.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And now that you're on Earth, do you have what's termed a guide that guides you as an earthly Mary?
I have a guide that's come to me about 3 years or 4 years ago, Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel. And they have been guiding me spiritually through this whole process over the last 4 years. They keep telling me that the process is speeding up. It's difficult, and I often speak to them like I did this morning. I said, I find it hard to be Mary in this world and then to be who I am in my world when I go back. They're very conflicting planets, very conflicting. They're there to guide me, to help me through. And they give me peace.
That's fabulous. And when you do these readings for people all over the world,
Yeah.
how does that work? How does this knowledge come through?
It's, for me personally, it's special. I don't really know whether it comes from Mary and this lifetime on Earth, or me and my own planetary system, or whether it's a combination of both. And it's quite special.
So, Mary, when you communicate with Archangel Michael and Gabriel,
Yeah.
how does the information come through you when you chat to them? How do you see it or feel it or know it?
In my mind, it's just here. It's all in my mind.
Is it pictures or is it words or is it images? How does it work?
It's definitely words. There are images at times, but mostly it's words. I go up, I ask, they answer. He's very specific, Archangel Michael. Very specific. He thinks a lot like me. Archangel Gabriel's different. He dots the I's and crosses the T's.
So more precise.
Very precise. But Archangel Michael has got amazing wisdom. Amazing wisdom.
And are you able to share with us any specifics of what they've been telling you, in which way they've been leading you, that might help the listeners today?
I do automatic writing. I find, and on Earth plane, automatic writing works for me and works for my Archangel Michael. I get a huge amount of information through him on what he's wanting from me. My spiritual journey, which is, I was only awakened a short time ago. I was in my 50s. It wasn't like I knew from a child. It was from when I was in and around my 50s, when the spiritual side of me was opened and exposed. I suppose in my mind, I knew that there was something more than what there is on Earth. It just, Earth, in an earthly platform, I didn't understand. Spirituality opened me up and made me realize that there is a role for me here, but there's also a role for me outside of there, of Earth. and was putting the two together. He's helped me tremendously.
And what messages could you give to people now for hope for the earth?
I've often thought about that, and the one thing that comes to me, and the one thing I respect and understand, is that we have a good part of this planet. We have an ability to vote and to have a say. It's a big part of this planet is that you have an ability to vote. And so what we need to do right now as a planet is we really need to sit down and take that seriously and realize that we have an ability to rule ourselves with that vote, and by voting for the right reasons, for the right people to rule or help rule this planet. Dictatorship is, you call it a dictatorship, in essence is control. And you need to not have control by very small areas of people. It needs to be governed by people. There's a saying on earth, it's government for the people, by the people. And we've forgotten that.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to be happening anymore, does it?
No, it's not.
So is that why there's an unrest?
Huge. There's a lot of unrest in the countries that have dictatorship. Much unrest. We don't realize how much it's so underground, because it has to be. And the two major powers, Russia and China, dictatorship is causing major problems globally.
Well, thank you so much for that. What we're going to do, we're going to fast forward and we're going to go ahead in Mary's life. And we're going to have a look at what she's doing, how her book's doing. And once again, we're going to count to 3 and you're going to time jump. Later on in Mary's life, we're going to skip and jump through the timelines. 1, drifting and floating through time and space. 2, going faster and faster to the future. And 3, this is an important event in Mary's life, a magnificent day, way in the future. And 3, be there now. What's happening?
I notice I'm old. I'm older. Very wise now. Wise. All the things that I was told would happen on this journey for me on Earth has happened. The book has been very successful. It has a global platform. People have read it. And the people that have read it, it's opened up their eyes and opened up their mind to what's possible. So it has had the success that they wanted it to. It's a goal for me and travel.
How does it make you feel?
Proud, happy, pleased. Those are earthly feelings. For me, if I step away and look back, it was a role that I was asked to play and to do. And I feel proud that I did it well. And I think it's helped heal a lot of issues. It hasn't solved all of the problems, but it seemed to get through those problems better than what I thought they would.
Wonderful.
There was discussion. There was an uplifting of a next generation that came into the political spectrum and made a difference.
So the youth made a difference.
Yeah, it didn't solve all the problems, but it did make a difference. But you know, I think with the book and with the people around me that I've become friends with all of us talking and speaking to other people, that there is a groundswell of understanding that we're not just here just for one lifetime. We're here for many lifetimes. You know, there's also a naivety in this world that I live in now. And the naivety is that this is a massive planet. It's just huge, massive. It goes forever. And so for us to think that when we live on Earth, that this is Earth and this is all there is in this solar system, in this huge planetary mass, is very naive. It's massive. There's many of us all around the world, all around this whole universe. If you lie on the grass at night and look up at the stars and look at the sky over the sea, and you realize it's just atom infinitum forever, goes forever. It's massive. And we have to understand that there's other people out there. We all look different. We all are different. We have different solar systems and different planetary how do you explain that?
Configurations.
Yeah, yes.
And different forms.
Yeah, but we're all in this planetary space now. Different dimensions, but now. But where the Earth is now, as we speak, I feel much better about it. I feel happier about leaving it. I feel that there's a lot of people out there now that are thinking and speaking and open and questioning, which is really good.
And did you do this alone or did you work with others, Mary?
Oh no, there was many. There's many foot soldiers. Many foot soldiers.
Right.
And they're the ones that can only speak to some, and they go out and speak to others, to go out and speak to others, to go out and speak to others.
So in your wisdom now, in your much, much later years, now that we've moved you through time and space, if somebody's only just beginning their spiritual journey, what would it be that you would tell them? What would be the most important thing to help them on their way?
Accept it. Don't question it. Don't let the human side come in and knock down the spiritual side. Embrace it. and get to understand it. Get to speak to people that are like-minded, that you can speak with.
Mm.
It's no different than when I met you and we talked. Do you remember that?
Mm.
Long time ago. I
Yeah, it
remember.
was an instant knowing, an instant feeling of camaraderie and acceptance and unconditional love.
And then you don't think that you're stupid. No, you're the only person in the world who thinks like this. And you know that you meet people like that, and that's the reason why I wrote the book. Because there's so many people out there that truly, truly question whether this is possible. Yes, it is. It is. It truly is. And when you realize it, and you realize there's so many people out there that have that same question. If I think this, is it real? Is it possible? Yes, it is. It is possible.
So that's wonderful reassurance, Mary.
Well, it just, I think that's a big part of my job. When I came down here was to say to people, if you have these thoughts, don't throw them away. Investigate them. Find people that you trust, you can talk to about, because they have the same feelings too.
Mm.
There's many people on this earth, on this planet, that know there's something else out there. You just don't quite know who to talk to about it or how to find out more about it. So writing the book was a sole purpose of me being taught spirituality so that I could, over a period of time, get enough knowledge to be able to explain it. So the book
So that's a great life purpose.
The book was very important.
That is just wonderful. So, Mary, before we end off, is there anything else that you feel that you would like to say before we do?
No, I only that when you're born and you grow up in this environment on this earth, there's many things that have struck me. One is the beauty of what we have. It's a very beautiful planet. Not all planets are this beautiful. This is a very beautiful planet. But it's hierarchical. So we have separate countries that fight with each other, countries that don't mold together, countries that want to break away from countries that have ultimate iron caste ruling and are not allowed to. It's hierarchical and it's warmongering and this planet has been through a lot of war, bombs, and cities being blown apart. I watch what's happening between Russia and Ukraine, and you see a country like Ukraine is decimated. It's not right. It's not what was made, why the world was made. It wasn't for death and destruction. It was for joy of living life. So my role, I know, was to come down here and to teach people. I've always been a teacher, but to teach people that there is other ways. There's other ways to enjoy your life. Yeah. And it isn't about telling people what to do. It's about enjoying what we have.
Yeah, that's so well said, enjoying what we have.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful place. And we're ruining it. No.
So time to get out and enjoy nature, go for the swims, go for the walks, look at the sun, look at the stars, love your fellow human, your family, your friends.
All of that. And also, you know, that the little animals that we have here, there's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of different types of animals and mammals and insects, and we just don't look after them. We have elephants being killed for tusks. We have lions being killed for carpets, rugs, and clothing. It's wrong. It's just wrong.
Well, thank you so much for all the wisdom that you've shared with us today. Thank you for coming from your planet and being with us here on planet Earth. And thank you for writing your book, and we'll chat about that shortly. Thank you. Thank you for being Mary and for being here with us, Mary. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I reach 5, you're going to be back with us and you're going to be feeling absolutely fabulous. So, 1, starting to move around. And 2, starting to wiggle those toes and those fingers. 3, opening your eyes. 4, coming back to the present. And 5, welcome home. Welcome home, Mary.
Hello.
Hello.
I've got a thing over my screen.
What is it? Put your glasses on, you'll see it.
Oh, God. This meeting is being recorded by the host or participant. So I got it, just goes, got it?
Yep, got it. There you go.
Oh, my God.
How was that?
No, you tell me. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really remember a lot of it.
What about when you were back at your planet and you were just before you were incarnated into being Mary and you were being told your purpose?
That was just a mind blow. That I don't look like this on my other planet.
Ooh, there's a thought. How did you like that other form, Mary?
I just you know, do you remember? I've never forgotten this. When we were at Castle Hill, there was a group of us, not a big group, just a small group, talking about some of the other experiences they'd had. And one of the girls said, I was a zebra. And it's something like a zebra. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we've got fucking animals. And excuse my language. Anyway, and all these animals. And then someone said they were a frog, and someone said they were something else. Joe, I was definitely not humanoid. I was definitely, I had feet that had oil. I don't think I looked like me at all.
And what did you think when those girls were sharing those experiences with you at the time? Did you think that they were lunatics?
Yeah.
Did you think it's a load of
I
nonsense?
just thought I just thought that's just wacko. That's just really wacko. And I was definitely in the earthly form. You know, I never imagined or envisaged that while I was not here and elsewhere, that I was in a different form.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never occurred to me.
And now you see you actually take different forms.
Yeah.
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 And it
Yeah.
doesn't matter whether you're a frog-like or a human-like,
No,
you still have expression.
but you still have the brain too. It's the
Yeah.
brain that goes with you, the mind or the soul, whichever. I mean that. I remember. I do remember describing to you. Did I describe to you about the feet and the oil?
Yes. Yeah. And you said how big that room was.
Huge, massive, massive, massive amount of people. Well, things, people, things. But yeah, but the other thing that it was interesting was how they don't get anger and greed and war, and they just don't have it.
And the competition and
No,
having to achieve and yeah.
none of that. None of that. And so I know the book is important.
So when are you going to actually launch this book? Are you still busy writing it?
I'm writing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now. Yeah. I've done I'm on my 5th chapter at the moment. Now I've done 2 chapters, the first 2 chapters. When I finish them, I read them, I print them off and read them. And I was so taken aback because it was like I'd written them, but they were so well written and so um, self-explanatory, I suppose. But they were it's like I hadn't written them, and yet it was me typing.
I know exactly how you feel because when I wrote my first book, which I haven't published yet, I was writing and then I actually stopped to have a cup of tea and I thought I better just read it back to get back into the groove. And
Yep.
it said, we would like to say. And then I realized I'm not actually writing this. I might be physically typing it as a Jill, but
It's
it
me.
was being channeled through.
Yeah, I'm definitely being channeled.
Yeah, so fascinating, isn't it?
Well, it is because, and you know, the thing is, here's the worst part about it, is, you know, when you've got a chapter, I map chapters out. So I go, these points, this point, this point, this point, and I go through the chapter. So I write the story, but it's including these chapters. I'm writing this thing, and it's nothing like I'll read it, I write a whole page, and I go, this, and then I'll stop and read it, and I go, that wasn't even what I was even thinking about. Yeah. And then Archangel Michael comes up and just says to me, because Mary, you're not writing it. You're typing it.
Exactly. So
You're giving me the information.
when you do your readings, do you do them over Zoom or WhatsApp? How do you do your readings internationally?
On the phone.
Yeah, but how? Like, is it on WhatsApp?
No, they just ring me.
Oh, they just ring you.
I do it on my mobile phone.
Oh, okay. So how do people get hold of you?
Well, that's basically what they do is, I mean, I've only done, when I've done the international ones, it's only come from that reading, that thing that I did with Mitch.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Well, have you got a website?
No, I haven't. That's what I've got to do. I've got a Facebook page and I've got my email.
Okay, so maybe what I'll do is if people want to get hold of you for a reading,
Yeah.
I can leave your details at the end of this.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
So just marymatarangi@gmail.com.
Okay, I'll actually spell that out for them. So
Yeah.
guys, so Mary, thanks for your time today. That's lovely because you're such a great channel. And guys, I highly recommend Mary for some readings, and I'll leave all her contact details below. And thank you so much.